guys, today we are going to see about your remainder theorem. So guys, this remainder theorem is one of the important concept in your 9th standard mathematics. Okay, so remainder theorem. So what is remainder theorem and what does your remainder theorem states? So guys, let me say that there is a polynomial p of x. I am saying that there is a polynomial p of x. I am saying that there is a polynomial p of x. Now, I am going to divide this particular polynomial p of x by a binomial. I am going to divide this particular polynomial p of x by a binomial. Binomial means it's an expression that has two terms. Correct now? Binomial is an expression that has two terms. So, I am going to divide this particular p of x polynomial by x minus a. So, I am going to divide this by a binomial and that binomial is x minus a. Correct now? Because there are two terms in this x minus a, that is your x and also minus a. These are the two terms of this particular binomial. Now, that is something I am doing now. So, I told that there is a polynomial p of x and I am dividing it by a binomial x minus a. Now guys, listen carefully. If I am asking you to find the remainder for this particular division, that is the place where you will use this remainder theorem. Okay, if I am asking you to find the value of remainder for this particular division, what I am saying, I am asking you people to find the remainder for this particular division. That is the place where you will be using this remainder theorem. So using remainder theorem, the remainder for this particular, let me represent your remainder as REM. REM means remainder only. Okay, REM is remainder. So using remainder theorem, the remainder for this particular division will be P of A. Will be P of A, and that is something your remainder theorem states. And that is something your remainder theorem states. So guys, listen carefully. I am not saying about your quotient. I am not talking about your quotient itself. I am talking about your remainder, because remainder theorem states how to find out the remainder. So remainder will be P of A. So now after this I will explain you step by step. Because guys, you need a good explanation, then only you can understand this. I told that you should divide your p of x by x minus a, then the remainder for this particular division is p of a. But saying is not that much good, na? Just telling whatever given in the book is not a very good explanation. So let me explain step by step. So I am having a polynomial p of x now. As earlier I told, I am having a polynomial p of x. Now what is polynomial? Tell me that. A polynomial is an expression that has whole number power. That has whole number power. P of x can be any expression. Yes, it can be any expression, but that should have whole number power, and that's a basic concept. Whole number power means your p of x. Guys, I will say some examples. Your p of x can be x square plus x plus 1. This is a polynomial because it is having whole number power. Because for x, the power is 2, that is whole number. For this x, the power is 1, that's a whole number, and for 1, the power is 0. Correct, na? For 1, the power is 0. Why it is 0 means the degree will be 1 into x power 0. Correct, na? So 0 is also a particular what? A particular whole number. So zeros consist of whole numbers only, right? So this is an example of polynomial. So polynomial p of x is nothing but any expression that has whole number power. Okay, any expression that has whole number power. Okay guys, why I said the power for the degree for this is 0 is, whenever they ask degree you should put x power 0. You may ask why can't it be 1 power 1? 1 power 1 when they ask for simplicity, but here I had put the expression, right? So as I put an expression, you say it as 0 because it is 1 into x power 0. You should never forget that. Okay, so this is one example. Even I can say another example like x cube plus x. This is also a polynomial. This is also a polynomial, and there are many types of polynomial because the whole numbers powers are whole number. That is what is very important. Polynomial, it can be any expression, but the power should be whole number. Now after this, what I did, I just divided a polynomial p of x by a binomial x minus a. Binomial means any expression that has two terms. Here x minus a is that binomial. Now I divided this. Using remainder theorem, I can say that your remainder will be P of A. How will you find P of A? Basically, tell me that. You will find the value of P of A just by putting x as A in this P of X. Just by putting x as A in this P of X, is the basic method of solving. So guys, basically try to understand one thing. What most of the people think is, when someone says that, hey, f of x, then you will be like, what f of x are? When someone says p of x, you will be like, what p of x are? When someone says sin theta, you will be like, sin theta are. What, man? This guy is legendary. This guy is saying these many things. But guys, those things are for namesake. But if you understand deeply, then of course it will be very easier. So if someone, guys, this is a good example, guys, I will say. Because when I was in lower grades, when someone say f of x, oh, these guys know these things. What, man, my mind is blown. I am blown away. Why don't I know that? Like that you will be. Okay. So, but guys, but now I learn those things. So that is for the namesake only. But it's a very easy task. Okay. Don't do that mistake every time. So the remainder is P of A, and that is something your remainder theorem states. Now let us solve one question so that it will be very easier for you guys. Okay, so that it will be very easier for you guys. So let me solve one question. So I'm saying that I'm going to solve one question, guys. So let me take an example. X square, I think the example is x square plus 2x minus 8 divided by x minus 3. This is the example that I am saying now. Okay. So guys, try to understand one thing. Basically, here for this particular division, your P of x will be what? Your P of x will be x square plus 2x minus 8. Correct now? Your P of x will be x square plus 2x minus 8. So because as earlier I told, your numerator is your P of x and denominator is your x minus a. So here the x minus a is what? X minus a is x minus 3. X minus a is x minus 3. Okay. So your P of x is the expression that is in the numerator and your x minus a is the expression that is in the denominator. Because just now I told the numerator is your P of x and you will be dividing by a binomial x minus a, and that is where you will be using the remainder theorem. Now basically for this particular division, I am not going to ask you question and all. Question means answer. I am not going to ask answer. I am going to ask what is it remainder. So basically, for the people who don't know remainder theorem, what they will do is, they will use that long division method. That's what most of the people do. And those people are the persons who don't know that remainder theorem. Okay, so let me first use that long division method. Okay, so using long division method, what they will do is, they will put x square plus 2x minus 8 inside and then divided by x minus 3. This is what they will do if I am asking them to find the remainder. For the people who don't know remainder theorem, this is what they will do for the persons who don't know the remainder theorem. Okay, now guys, using long division method, what can do is x minus 3 I am having. So x minus 3 into x, then you will get x square minus 3x. Now x square cancel. So 2x minus or minus 3x will be 5x. Because 2x minus or minus 3x will be 2x plus 3x, that is 5x. Then minus 8 is left out. Now after this you will take plus 5. Okay. X minus 3 into plus 5. I will take means then I will get it as I think x minus 3 I am having, right. So just now I took like that. So x minus 3 into 5 will be 5x. Then minus of 15. So finally that's what you will get now. When you multiply x minus 3 plus 5, now after this 5x get cancelled, and minus 8 minus of minus 15 will be minus 8 plus 15. So the remainder is 7. This is what the remainder that you will get when you use your long division method. Yeah, of course the remainder is 7, guys. No problem. We found the value of remainder, that is 7. But this is the method that people who don't know remainder theorem do's. But now we learned a remainder theorem now. So I can use the concept of remainder theorem now. Basically this is a long method guys, so I don't need to use it. Anyway, remainder is 7. So don't care about the remainder. I mean don't care about the answer. So I will use your concept of remainder theorem. So what your remainder theorem concept says is, if I divide your p of x by a particular binomial x minus a, then your remainder will be what? A particular binomial x minus a when you divide, your remainder will be p of a, and that is something your remainder theorem states. Binomial I came guys, because mostly I only go with the 11th topics now, so binomial theorem I said, sorry. So remainder is p of a. So this is what your remainder theorem states. Now guys, here your p of x is x square plus 2x minus 8, and x minus a is x minus 3. Now try to understand one thing. If I need to find the remainder, I need to find p of a, correct now? Because that is something your remainder theorem states. Now, before finding p of a, we should know the value of a. If we know the value of a only, we can find the value of p of a. What is a? Think carefully. We know that your x minus a is 3. So that means your x minus a is equal to x minus 3. If x minus a is equal to x minus 3, then a will be 3. Such a simple concept. Because in the denominator we are having x minus 3, your x minus 3 is only that binomial x minus a, correct now? Seeing these two expression, p of x is in the numerator, x minus a is in the denominator. Okay, that's what you're supposed to know. So your p of x is this expression and your x minus a is x minus 3. If x minus a is x minus 3, then a will be 3. Such a simple concept. If x minus a is equal to x minus 3, a will be 3 because these two positions, just you see it, okay? So a will be 3, very simple guys. Because x minus a is equal to x minus 3, so a will be 3. Now we know the value of 3, that means we know the value of a, then what will be your remainder? Your remainder will be p of a. What is a? 3. What is a? That is 3, because we know your remainder is p of a, so when I put the value of a, we will get it as p of 3, because we know a value is 3 by this particular relationship. So remainder is equal to p of 3. Now how will you find the value of p of 3? It's going to be very simple guys. We know that your p of x is x square plus 2x minus 8. If p of x is equal to x square plus 2x minus 8, then p of 3 will be what? Just put your x as 3. As simple as that. Just put your x as 3. Okay. So you need to put the x as 3. When you put x as 3, I will get this same remainder as, you should put x as 3. When you put, I will get it as 3 square plus of 2 into 3 minus of 8. So 3 square 9 plus of 6 minus 8. And finally you get the remainder as 7. And that's the value of p of 3. What is p of 3? That is the remainder. That is the remainder. As simple as that. We know that your remainder is p of 3. In order to find the value of p of 3, you will just put x as 3 in this particular p of x. Guys, listen very carefully because this is where most people do mistake. We know your p of x is x square plus 2x minus 8. Then p of 3 will be, you should put x as 3. When you put x as 3, you will get 3 square because it is x square plus of 2 into 3 because I am having 2x minus of 8 because I need to put your x as 3. Then only I will get p of 3. Correct now? So p of 3 is your remainder for this particular division. So that's all guys. So p of 3 is equal to 7. So before also I got 7, right? For long division method also I got 7. Now also I am getting 7. It shows that your remainder theorem is absolutely correct. This is remainder theorem. Before I did is long division method in order to ensure you people. Okay guys. And also I can't explain that long division method again. Okay. Basically it's very simple guys. You should itself know. Because I can't say everything. I can't just feed you with a spoon everything, okay? I can say, hey papa, sound papa, I can say that every time. So your p of 3 is 7 and that's the remainder for this particular division. So remainder means you know what is remainder. And that's all guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. So that's all. Thank you. Make education simple.